Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How you guys doing today, man? We're doing all right over here, man. Looking at a request here. This is a Cash App request. First of its kind. Haven't ever had a Cash App request before, so thank you so much for being the first. So this is a donation request via Cash App for Red Hot Chili Peppers' Dark Necessities. Now, I tried reaching out to you, but apparently Cash App doesn't have that option, I don't believe, for me to reach out to somebody and talk with them. So if you want to send me a message, maybe on like PayPal or on my Patreon, hopefully it lets you do that for free, you know. But if you want to reach out, because I have heard Dark Necessities before from Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I thought I would do something a little fresh and maybe look at the music video while listening to it. It's been a very long time since I've heard Dark Necessities. I actually watched Red Hot Chili Peppers live in concert, earlier this year. Which was awesome. They actually didn't do this song, and I'm not very familiar with this song. I just remember listening to it a few times when it dropped. It was on the radio here on the rock stations, but I don't know, much about it. So I'm gonna dive into it the way I do on this channel. I like to get into the meat of it a little bit after the reaction. I like to dig it up, research the song a little bit. So I'll try to keep that in mind and do that. But let's go ahead and jump into Dark Necessities music video. But I want to reach out to you to see. For the individual that made this request, thank you so much, to see if you had a different suggestion maybe you wanted to do, since I have heard this before, but I don't mind doing it as well. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Dark Necessities. All right, let's jump in, see what's up. I love Red Hot Chili Peppers as a band, man. Each of their members. Although this is a different guitarist. I like John Frusciante so much. One of my favorite guitarists of all time.
Coming out to the light of day, we got many moons that are deep at play, so I keep an eye on the shadow smile to see what it has to say. You and I both know everything
sick, awesome tune, man. And you know, I do a lot. I'm talking about the bulk of my channel is like 60s and 70s music, and I really love diving into that because it's music that I'm just so unfamiliar with, and I learn more and more each time. And one thing that I really appreciate about it is like finding out just how technical so many of their musicians were back in the day, man. They really perfected their craft, right? But and I know so many people, not I won't say everybody because it ain't all of them, but a lot of people that watch this channel for the 60s and 70s stuff just feel like there's no more good music to be found in today, and that's just not true. It might not be their type of music, but I stand right behind Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. This is one of my favorite bands since I was like a teenager. Growing up, I've still enjoyed them. I've seen them live twice. Um, and just right here, this song, even though it's got a different sound than most of the music I'm used to them throwing down with John Frusciante, who I love John, man. I love him so much. The first time I saw Red Hot, they had this gentleman. I'm not very familiar with his name on the guitar, and he had a broken leg at the time, so like he was sitting down the whole concert with his cast on. But this last time this year I saw them, they had John back in the lineup, and man, he is a menace. He's a menace. He's a golden child in our era of guitarists, and I just feel like his name is not talked about enough, and he's such an amazing guitarist. One of my favorite, probably my favorite guitarist right now, out of the people that I've listened to growing up. And there's some amazing guitarists, and I totally get it if he's not anyone else's favorite, but he's mine. So let's jump into a little bit of the history of the song, but I just want to make that note to say if there's anyone on my channel who's mainly here for like the 60s and 70s stuff and just happened to click on this video to see what was going on, I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hopefully y'all like that sound, and if y'all did, there's just so much more music to be found from Red Hot. I'm telling you, this is a good group right here. I like them a lot. So all right, so this song here was released in 2016. Man, it's been that long already, huh? That is quick, man. That was quick. All right, they got it listed as alternative rock, funk rock. Totally getting down with the funk rock on this one, man. I was feeling it. So it says songwriters are actually Red Hot Chili Peppers in conjunction with Danger Mouse, Brian Burden. I don't know who Danger Mouse is. Never heard of him before, I guess. Is that his professional name? Known professionally as Danger Mouse, an American musician and record producer. Came to prominence in 2004 when he released the Gray album, which combined vocal performances from Jay-Z's The Black Album with instrumentals from the Beatles. Wow, interesting concept there. I bet I can't even cover that and listen to it on the channel because Beatles stuff gets blocked. But I like this part right here, man. Kiedis states that when he was in Hawaii, that's when they worked on the lyrics to the song. He says, "This speaks to the beauty of our dark side and how much creativity and growth and light actually comes out of those difficult struggles that we have on the inside of our heads that no one else can see." And I get that, man. I don't stop at the struggles inside of our head. I even carry on to the struggles and the difficulties within our own lives, man. How these dark situations sometimes can bring about an enlightenment almost in our minds and change our personality, man. And that's where I've gotten the most growth as a character for me, is the hard times, man. Because you know, I grew up in poverty, man. My parents split up. We didn't have much before, but when they split up, man, we definitely didn't have anything. I had a mom who was trying to work 2 to 3 jobs to take care of like 7 kids who were still living in the house. And let's just say things were rough, man. You'd open up that fridge and sometimes there was an onion and some mustard, and like that's it. And hey, that's your meal for the day. And my brother took it literally, and he actually ate. That's where I'm getting that story. He actually ate a bowl of diced onions with mustard, man, because that's what we had in the house. It was jacked up. But those dark times, man, those hard times, man, they can bring about the best in you. You can either let it tear you up, or it can bring about some growth and change, man, and evolution. So I like the concept, the background of Dark Necessities, kind of shining the light into my own life and just saying, man, I get it. You know, I connect with that. So appreciate you guys rocking here today, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the reaction here. Thank you so much for the donation request. Like I said, if you want to reach out to me, we can discuss some things, try to figure out something else I can do. All right, well, thank you. This helped a lot. It makes me actually want to dive back into some Red Hot, even though I know some songs, and maybe just check out some live performances of those songs that I love so much. So Thank you for digging in and diving in right here with me. Appreciate that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. If you did, please don't forget like, subscribe, check out the descriptions below for other ways you can help the channel. With that being said, I'm gone. See you on the next one. All right, peace.